All right, everybody, back. I'm gonna teach y'all how to count your macros, formulate your macros, and everything. So I'm basically teaching y'all what I do with what my process is when somebody comes to me to coach them. Okay, now macronutrients are your carbs, fats, and protein. Okay, I'm trying to lose you all. I'm gonna keep this as basic as possible, right? So, knowing where you should be, as far as macros, it's gonna help you tremendously. Case in point, you can't get to where you're going without knowing where you're at, right? So it's very important to know where you're at. So I know for me, if I have my macros, I know exactly how much protein I'm eating a day. I know exactly how much carbs I'm eating a day and fat. If my body's not changing, it's easy for me to diagnose. Okay, well, I know I'm here with my carbs, so I'm gonna take a little bit away, or I'll increase a little bit of cardio because I know. Say I don't know what I'm eating, I'm just aimlessly putting food in my mouth without measuring it or anything. I can't diagnose why I'm not losing weight or why I'm not gaining muscle. I don't know where I'm at. I don't have a starting point. I don't have a baseline. So that's why it's beneficial to be able to count your macros and understand your macronutrients, right? So now, a couple things that you're gonna need. As I said before, you're gonna need a food scale, which I have a digital one, which is about $20 at Walmart. Or you can get a regular one, but I suggest that you get a digital scale because you're gonna have to weigh all your food out, right? So a digital scale, and you're definitely gonna want to download MyFitnessPal. It's an app that you can download on your Android, or if you have an iPhone, you can download it for free. It's a free app, right? So I'm gonna show you how to input information into the app a little bit later in this video. So for now, we're gonna talking about how you come up with your macros. So you want to first start with your weight. So you want to be able to calculate you want to know what your weight is, right? So we'll just use my weight. I'm 180, right? So I have to figure out what do I want to do. So okay, in this case we're cutting, right? So I want to be able to cut weight, right? So here's what we do. Take your body weight, and I'm not a mathematician, so I'm gonna use a calculator too. So take your body weight. Mine's 180, right? Oh crap, this is backwards. Whatever. Mine's 180, right? So I'm gonna take 180 and I'm gonna times that by my activity level. People are like, what the hell is an activity level? An activity level is what you do throughout the duration of the day. I have a sedentary job. I'm at a desk for a majority of my day. So what I do, I have a scale from 12 to 15. Actually, yeah, 12 to 15. So 15 is if I work construction and I'm like working and like working hard all day. I'm expending a lot of calories. 12 would be more sedentary, like I'm a bookkeeper. I'm at a desk all day, right? So I'm at a desk for a majority of my day. Sometimes I get up and walk around quite a bit. So we'll say 180 my body weight, and we're going to times that by 13, right? So times it by 13. Oops, hold on. 180 times 13, right? So that's 2,340 grams, 2,340 calories, right? So this is how many calories I need to maintain where I'm at right now. Obviously, you don't want to maintain where you're at right now, right? So you're going to take this number and you're going to minus, right? Hit that minus. The reason being is at your maintenance level, which this is my maintenance level, 2340 to maintain my physique now. If you go anywhere above this number, you're in what's called a surplus. And the surplus is what's going to allow you to build muscle and get, bigger and build muscle mass, right? Below this number, you're going to be at a caloric deficit. And that means you're going to actually get leaner, right? Because your body is built to adapt. So if you're giving it less calories than this, it has to adapt to that new number, right? And when it adapts, it's going to shed away fat and water. And then same if you go above this number. So we're going to minus. I usually say anywhere from 200 to 500, when you're starting out, because you don't want to just like drop it all the way down to like 50 calories a day, no crazy, stuff like that. So we'll do 300. So minus 300. Now, granted, anything you minus below this number, you're going to lose something, right? I mean, make it more than 10. at least, but we're gonna minus 300 for me. So now my calories are 2,040, right? So I just basically did my caloric rate. So now that you have this number, write this down. And you also want to write down your maintenance calories too before this, just so you have it. So I just wrote down my calories, what I'm going to start this cut on. And again, it's 2,040, right? So remember that, write that down. So I'm going to explain to you something else real quick. I had a couple individuals that wrote me and was, well, I want to get lean and build muscle. It's not going to happen on the cut, okay? Again, when you're in a deficit, which we are now, you can't really build on a deficit, right? That's the reason why you go through a cutting process and then you go to an improvement building process after the cutting process, right? That's another video for another day, but I just want to make that plain and clear, right? So that's how I come up with my calories for my clients, for myself, and when I'm getting ready to do a cut, right? So now the second part of this video, I'm going to actually show you how you can input these calories into MyFitnessPal and how you can do the breakdown between the carbs, the fats, and the proteins. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So I wanted to show you this is what the app looks like right here. MyFitnessPal. So what the app looks like. I have my my calories I'm gonna be putting in. Again, the 240. That's when I minus 300 from my maintenance caloric rate. So now I'm gonna actually go into the app so you can see what it looks like. And again, I'm doing this so you guys can be able to do it yourself. So what I'm gonna do is from here. You have to bear with me because I haven't done this in a while. So from here, I'm going to go to more, these three dots down here. This is what I hit, these three dots. I'm going to more, and then I'm going to go to goals, right? And from goals, I'm going to go to calorie and macronutrient goals. Now you see the breakdown, right? This is my wife's, she had her set up right now. So we're going to put 2,040, right? So we got 2,040 in there. Hit that little check mark right there. And okay, it's gonna populate. And we're gonna start out with the 40-40-20. So that's 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fat. Now, this is a standard, it's a template. This is what I usually start all my clients off because this is like a standalone. It works pretty well. Now, you're going to come to the point where you're probably going to have to play around with these percentages. And I'm going to explain that to you in a later video, not this one, okay? But for now, let's all start off with the 40-40-20, right, to further notice. So, I put my calories in, and then you can actually click and set this, here's your carbs, your proteins, your fat. You can set this to a 40-40-20 this way if yours is not already on the 40-40-20, okay? So that's MyFitnessPal now. As far as inputting food, so let me go out of it. I'm gonna go back into the main screen. Okay, so you see this plus sign, right? So you can just simply click that plus sign, and you're adding food. Click on food. Right now you have breakfast, lunch, and dinner is gonna come up, and snacks. Right. So we're gonna just go to breakfast, and you see this barcode, right? So if you have you'll see the barcode. If you click on the barcode, anything that has a barcode on it that you're eating, you can scan it with this barcode scanner. And then it will populate the nutrition facts and everything. And you can just add it to, again, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for this case, we're going to type in, let's say, liquid egg whites, right? So, okay, so this happens to be 8 ounces, right? 1 fluid ounce, number of serving 8, so it's 8 ounces. Again, you're gonna have to weigh all this stuff out, so you'll actually be able to see, okay, 0 carbs, 0 fat, 26.7 grams of protein. Me, I do 10 grams a day, or 10 ounces a day. So 10 ounces comes to 33.3 grams of protein, right? So then I would hit the check mark, and then I would hit the check mark up here. And that just added my breakfast. See? So that is how you actually add food into MyFitnessPal. Again, you're gonna have to weigh this out, obviously, because you're gonna have to know, what you're putting in there. And then if you want to see, well, damn, where am I at today? I've ate this, this, and this. Where am I at as far as my nutrition? Go to the more again, and then go to nutrition. Right now it's going to show you. So I have, my goal for today is 204, right? Protein. I've eaten 33 grams so far, so I have 171 grams left. And then to do the same for the rest of the macros. Obviously, egg whites, it doesn't have anything else to set protein in it. But if I was to eat like something else, it would show how many carbs I've eaten. It'll show how many grams of protein and how many grams of fat that I've eaten. And it's also going to show you how many I have left for the day. As long as you don't go under your or over your numbers. If you go over your protein a little bit, no big deal. But as long as you hit your carbs or you stay under, hit your fat or you stay under, you'll be good. You know what I'm saying? You'll be good to go. So that's the name of the game. That's it. So that's it. I mean, it's as simple as that. Just after you create those numbers, you know, your calories are going to be starting with, you know, doing what I told you at the beginning of the video, calculating your numbers for your calories, plugging them in MyFitnessPal. You're like, the hard work is done after that. Like, it's just plug and go now. You know what I'm saying? You make something, your meals, you have the Greek yogurt, you have the granola, you know, just make sure you're weighing it out. And then, you know, put it to MyFitnessPal. You can type it in the search engine, or you could scan the barcode on the Greek yogurt and the granola and just type in, you know, how many servings you're eating. Boom, it's going to populate. Then you'll know how much you have left for the day, how many carbs, fats, proteins you have left for the day, and just make sure you stay under those numbers. You know, and I'm not saying like, okay, if you have, let's say 150 carbs for the day, you can get up to 150 carbs. Don't think that, oh, well, I'm just going to do 10 carbs today. Don't do that. Go ahead and meet your requirement or get close to it, and definitely hit your protein. Definitely. Your protein is what's going to help you maintain your muscle. Well, I don't want to gain muscle. I don't want to be big and bulky like a guy. You're not going to. For one, you have estrogen in your body if you're a woman. And two, you want muscle unless you want to look like Paris Hilton at the end of this 10-week cut, right? You want to still have nice shape to your body. So you want to make sure that you maintain the muscle mass. And by eating an adequate amount of protein, at least the amount that is going to be on your MyFitnessPal, that's going to help you maintain the muscle, right? So listen, I know that I've been doing this for a long time, so if you guys have any questions about this video or anything, comment below on the video. I read all the comments. I will reply back to you on the video. Because 9 times out of 10, if you have a question, a lot of the other people are going to have the same question. So I will address it. I promise, right? So I hope this was informative. I hope this is going to help everybody. If I leave something out, let me know. Comment below. Please like this video. If you like this video, it helps me be able to make more, and I can get to a broader audience. So like this video, please. And yo, shout outs to everybody who's entered the competition. Matt and I, we got a lot more people than we expected to get. Like, we really did. We didn't think we were going to get as many as what we did. So if any of you guys are local, you know, in the Louisville, Kentucky, Southern Indiana area, hit your boy up. Get a workout with me. You know what I'm saying? I'd be happy to work out with you. I really would. So hit me up. Get with me if you're local. And I'll see y'all next video. And we're going to start this summer shape, man, tomorrow. Kicking it off tomorrow, man. It's day 1. So, MCS Fitness, Mad Muscle, out.